Hey guys, what's up? It is your girl Looneytune, and I am here with my review for The Biggest Loser Season 14, Episode 8. So, as you guys know, last week I wasn't able to make a vid. I wasn't feeling well, but I did not miss this week. So, let's get this review started, shall we? So, as I heard last week, Michael went home. Last week was week 7. He went home, and now it's like every person for themselves. So when the show starts, we hear Jeff talking about Francelina and how they have so much in common and how they have a bond. And I do see a little bit of a love connection there. I see how they motivate each other, how both of their fathers passed away. And they just, they really are connected. So I see that Francelina is motivating him a whole lot lately. So the players walk into the gym, and next thing they see is Allison standing in the gym next to, across from some podium. So the players are looking at the podium like, okay, what the hell is up with this? So Allison tells them that they have a chance to win immunity, but not just for one person. They have a chance to win immunity for everybody. Told them that if they lose 70 pounds collectively, that all of them will be safe for the week. I'm like, 70 pounds? That is a lot of damn weight. Seriously, 70 pounds. Now, if they don't lose the 70 pounds, then there'll be a red line. Like, no yellow line. There will be another dreaded red line, and someone will immediately be sent packing. Throughout the show, they pretty much had different opportunities to lower this 70 pounds by doing different challenges throughout the whole entire show. So first there was a pop challenge, and they didn't get to participate in this pop challenge. The kids had to participate. Like, they had to actually do the challenge for the adults. So whatever they did, it reflected on the amount of weight that was going to get dropped off from, their total goal weight. So Sunny, Lindsay, and Bingo have to participate in the pop challenge. And first part of their challenge is the question and answer part. Next thing after that part, then they do a physical challenge, which is like the Biggest Loser fit test. And then they did the fit test before, but they have to beat their score that they did previously. And for every little part of this challenge that they do, they will take off a pound of the contestants' goal weight. So they could earn a total of 10 pounds to be taken off the 70 pounds that the contestants have to get. So pretty much after the challenge was over, after Bingo pretty much rocked those sit-ups, after Lindsay got them pull-ups, she got them pull-ups and just totally rocked that. Then Sunny actually ran 1 whole mile. After all of that, all their challenges and everything that they had to do, they ended up racking up 9 total points to be taken off that 70 points. So now the contestants have to lose about 61 pounds. So this week's theme is working together. So they're showing a lot of the contestants, how they interact with each other, how they have a bond. And first we see Francelina start to talk about how she lost her dad due to a brain tumor and how that inspired her to become a doctor. She really wants to become a doctor, but she says her weight is holding her back. She doesn't feel comfortable in her own skin. She's sort of like, she says that she doesn't see how she could become a doctor and want to help other people, I guess, in a medical profession when she is not, I guess, smaller. She figures that she should be smaller since she wants to represent, the medical field. Next, we move on to David, and he's in the gym, and he's trying to get things going in there. And so the first person that he starts talking to is Gina. Now, seriously, Gina is really getting on my nerves. That's personally for me. But she actually doesn't look, she just looked like she's just making a whole bunch of excuses. So Dover starts talking to her, and he's just like, well, look, I need you to run this. I need you to do this on the treadmill. And so she gives him some excuse talking about my shoes are too slippery. My shoes are slippery, and I don't have any traction. I'm going to slip and fall off. So he said, okay, stop running on the backs of your feet, and run on basically on the tips of your toes. So Dalva said he does not like quitters, and he does not like getting excuses. And basically, that's what Gina has given him. So what does he do? He punishes the whole entire group, tells them that they're going to stay right there until Gina basically picks up the pace. The group is definitely not happy about, being having to be, being accountable for Gina's shortcomings. So then Dover said something real slick out his mouth. And I'm guessing that, I wasn't really paying too much attention to Gina's story, but I'm guessing that she's maybe a lawyer, because he was like, I love lawyers. And then Joe, oh my God, the drama just kicked up a notch right then and there, because Joe turned around and said, well, I hate him. And Gina went off like she really does not like Joe. Yo, Gina, that little Spitfire, she jumped off that treadmill. She said, I'm done. I'm out of here. And she bolted out the gym. I'm sorry. Gina's just a little bitch and a spoiled brat. I'm sorry. She's the biggest, oldest, biggest baby on that show that I've ever seen. She's just like whiny, whiny, whiny. Then we take a break from the drama that is Gina, and then they show us Nate. And you guys remember Nate. He left the show in week 2. He actually wanted to propose to his girlfriend. So he was getting his photo shoot in, and when he started The Biggest Loser, he was 359 pounds. Now he is 269 pounds, and that is a loss of 90 pounds. So he was getting his little photo shoot on, and he said that he did propose to his girlfriend. She said yes, they're going to get married, and he would love for Jillian to come to his wedding. So congratulations on your weight loss, Nate. Getting back to Gina. Gina seriously has a problem with Joe. So Dovic goes out after her, once she bolts out from the gym. And so he's talking to her, and he's like, basically, he don't think the problem is Joe. He think the problem is Gina. He said Gina is always trying to figure out a way to make an excuse to not work out. Basically, she's always talking about, well, Joe this, and he's in my face, and I don't like his attitude, and blah, 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 and all this other bullshit. Seriously, Gina, why do you even give a fuck about what Joe thinks anyway? If you really want to work out, if you really, really want to lose that weight, you wouldn't let anybody, even Joe, stand in your way. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn how to put that stuff on the back burner. Get back to what you're doing. Concentrate on what you came to The Biggest Loser to do. And stop being a big ass baby. So she refuses. She says she refuses to work with Joe, because she says she doesn't like him and she doesn't respect him. So she's like, I don't want to work with him. And they're just going back. Her and David is going back and forth, and David is trying to calm her down as usual. I would be like, no, if you don't want to work out, fuck it. You can go home. She says she won't go back into the gym unless, he separates them, unless David separates her and Joe. So David actually agrees with this crap and takes her back into the gym and separates her. I'm like, oh, hell no, bitch, you get no special freaking treatment. You work out just like everybody. This is the theme of the week, is working together. So you need to get it together and work it out. Damn, who cares? Damn. He's not, losing your weight for you. Don't even worry about Joe. She's just such a big baby. So next, Jillian, she asked Bob, can she see Alex? And so she asked Alex to run on a treadmill for 6 miles an hour for 5 minutes. She can't do it. She said she can't do more than a minute. And Jillian is like seriously pissed about this. She said she's seen Alex pretty much, quote unquote, phoning it in and not really giving her all pretty much most of the season. That's what she said she saw. And she said it's week 8, so they should really be able to run for 5 minutes, and Alex can't do it. So, yeah, Jillian is very, very mad right now because she's putting people on the treadmill and they're not able to keep up and run this 5 minutes that she wants them to run. First, she tried Alex. Now it's Gina's turn. She says, basically bye to Alex and told Gina to come on, put Gina on the treadmill. Gina, she running, and then she can't do it. She's like, can't do it. And Jillian is like, no. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you people? So after this, it was a great big blow up between Jillian, Gina, the trainers. It was just ridiculous. Like, Jillian was so upset that they had contestants that could not run for more than 5 minutes. It was just ridiculous because then once again, Gina caught her little funky little attitude, stormed out the gym once again. Meanwhile, the trainers are talking to each other, and they're just like, and Jillian is like, this shouldn't be unacceptable. They should be able, I mean, it's week 8. They should be able to do certain things by now. They are in better shape, so they should be able to handle it. And David is like, Gina can do it. Gina can do it. You just got to push her. You just got to push her. Jillian is not having that. Jillian is like, hell no. If she don't want to do it, she can get her ass out of here. And that's how I feel. If you don't want to do the work, you can go. I mean, because there's plenty other people that want to be there. If you don't want to be there, you could just march your little self on, take your little funky ass attitude, and let somebody else do it. Because, hey, it's the Biggest Loser. You know, this is not no little regular, ordinary neighborhood gym. This is the Biggest Loser, and she needs to put up or shut up. I mean, truthfully, Jillian's right. Jillian is a hard ass. She will push you to the limit. I most definitely would love to train with her. Like, she's not taking no bullshit off of none of them. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't take no bullshit off of them neither. People, who are overweight, they need to lose the weight. And if they go there to the Biggest Loser to lose weight, then I believe that they should be pushed as much as they can be pushed. It does seem like this episode was centered a lot around Gina's attitude, but the contestants did have another challenge they had to do in order to get that goal weight down a few more pounds. They had to participate in digging out some checks that was underneath big mountains of sand. And it wasn't just regular sand. It was like wet, packed sand that they had to use shovels to dig it out. That they had to do it, I think they had to do it like 3 times. They had to find, it was like 2 sand dunes, right? 2 sand hills. One had an X underneath, the other had a check underneath. If they dug the X out, they would have to go to the other hill and dig out where they would find the check. They had to do this, I think, 3 times, and then they had a flagpole that they had to race to the end of the pier. They had to do this in a certain amount of time. They was able to actually get there in an amount of time and able to take some more pounds off of their goal weight. So after the challenge and everyone is back on the ranch, they get a surprise from Jared. Jared is the guy that lost all that weight eating like Subway sandwiches and stuff. So he brought them some Subway sandwiches, told them about that this is his 15-year anniversary of losing all of that weight, and also told them that, that Subway pretty much changed his whole life. He also let them know that the winner of The Biggest Loser season 14 will also get a chance to star in a commercial with him for Subway. Thought that was really, really cool. So next, the trainers set up some activity for these contestants to do, which I am not a fan of because I am definitely afraid of heights. But they had all the contestants on these wires in the air where, they would go up as couples. They was all paired up, and they had to pretty much press against each other and balance each other on this line, on this wire, and move their way across. I was not a fan of any of that. I saw it, and I just was like, oh, this is not good. That was just another activity that they pretty much did before they did their final weigh-ins. And at the end of the day, they had to lose 51 pounds. So it went down from, their target weight went down from 70 pounds to 51 pounds. They really didn't do it. They wasn't able to make that 51 pounds because people's numbers was really, really low. And the last person, the person at the bottom, was Francelina. I hate to see her go. She had to immediately leave. I'm going to miss her and all her hair. It was sad to see her go simply because I saw the connection that she had with Jeff. And everybody was definitely thinking that Jeff was going to be the one to go home because he had some really, really low numbers. But then all of a sudden, Francelina went home, and she went home on like a 1 pound difference, which pretty much shocked everyone. So it was a lot of tears and a lot of emotion going around the show. So next time we see Francelina, she has lost a total of 70 pounds. She is still on her weight loss journey to losing the rest of that weight. And she is also pursuing becoming a doctor. She's trying to get back into medical school. So congratulations, Francelina, on losing all of that weight. So that's it, guys, for my review for The Biggest Loser Season 14, Episode 8. As usual, I will put the weigh-in information down in the description box below. Also, I will try to post a link to Monday's episode to Hulu, which is where I'm going to catch up on the last episode that I missed. So until my next video, guys, I will holler at you later. Peace.